battle control initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more Combined Arms content, carrying on with these 2v2s that we had last time. I believe it was Legato and Ha that took the victory, but this time it is going to be Legato and Hyper playing together. Looks like we have Collector and Zocom, which is quite an interesting combination. I feel like that is anti-Tiberium and very Tiberium focused, at least lore wise. And it's going to be Jarkill and Hod on this right side. We got Yuri and Eagle, so switching up from Talon this time, but he's still playing a GDI faction. We're on Krakow 2v2. I feel like this is a very classic poop map, just kind of upscaled to 2v2, so it's going to be the same thing, double or triple mine now in your start, single mine, double mine over here, and then extra fields on these outside lanes. Only 4 old Eric still. I think there used to be like one down here or something like that, but maybe not. Jarkill admitting that he does not have a strategy already. I think that is a great success Link do. Pumping out one barracks over here. Looks like Hod just doing the same thing. Both these players going to contest this top side oil Derek. I like Hod's position a little bit better, but I think Hyper is going to have a lot more infantry over there, and I think I heard a warrior going down somewhere. Not getting the engineer. Legato already in there with an engineer, which is quite early, quite impressive. Engineer coming in for Hyper with the numbers there. I think he's doing okay, but he's actually losing 3 rifles for basically nothing. Hod just deciding not to go with an engineer. Nope, he does go with an engineer. Oh, I'm not sure who's going to win this battle. It's going to be pretty close, but I think Hyper has just got the numbers there, and this engineer is going to have to run to the top, but Hyper is going to have that shut down as well. It's a nice little early game advantage here from Hyper. What do we got going from Legato? War Factory first, it looks like, pumping out a Gunwalker with that very aggressive placement and moving out his main MC. You know what? Why not? He can build off of this if he really wants to and establish this early position. Nice. I mean, he's pulling. That's kind of a weird spot. He may be trying to crawl over here. I think I'd rather just a little bit closer. Gunwalker is going to come out, probably shut down some of those rifles. In typical Jarkill fashion, he is turtling up. Already got that defensive guard tower down. Hod, double engineer here. Is he maybe going to think for a drop now that he's lost him? But the engineer's actually going to get chased away. Panic fencing, which actually works, does block the rifle, and now he's going to build a rifle just to kill that one rifle. Oh, and another panic guard tower over there. Legato kills off the rifles over here from Jarkill, so this old Eric is going to go under threat if he wants to build a simulator for it. We'll have to see. And that is going to be a harsher indeed coming out. So what else we got going on? Tier 2 already coming out for Hod. So both these players kind of turtling up, which is kind of crazy. I don't feel like you have that much starting eco on this map. I feel like you kind of have to expand early like Legato did, but not super early. You could put down a second ref first, but I think he'll be okay with this. And the simulator was already there, getting to get into that old Eric, so that is goodbye Jarkill's old Eric. And I think we are indeed going to see a drop. I think Legato did see that with the Gunwalker, just got out of there in time, so I don't expect this drop to work. But then again, Legato is kind of spread far out. He's already up to tier 2. That's kind of crazy. What is going to be building leechers maybe? I don't see that as a good option, not this quick in this game, but we will have to see. I'm sure he's got some sort of strategy for Collector that I'm not aware of. BTR deciding he wants to go back to base, trying to find an angle on there. This Gunwalker is getting pushed out. Ooh, there is a Humvee just guiding around too. This BTR is gonna give it the loop-de-loop, but it might actually still get caught by something. I'm sure Hyper has scouts all across this map. Hod finally moving out his main MC, kind of expecting that. Not expecting Jarkill to move out anytime soon. Yes, he's up to 2 tier. What is he building? Brutes? I imagine tier 3 is going to be coming out pretty quickly for Jarkill as soon as he gets something a little bit more established. Probably just waiting to get his economy rolling. Vulcan's coming out, and then there is the tier 3, as I was saying. Hyper has kind of backwards expanding, or not really backwards expanding. Oh, it looks like Legato is just going to take one of those old Erics. Nothing that Hyper can really do about it, but that means that this engineer is going to be kind of late, maybe catching him severe something like that off guard. I just don't see it happening. Same time, Legato is up to tier 2, and we do see Raptors coming out, which is nice infantry, anti-infantry unit for Skrin. Humvee just kind of circling around in the back. Brutes coming out for Legato, which is, I mean, not bad, but you know, melee targets are always questionable. Cleverly placed guard tower there. I'm not sure if it was placed after the engineer to try to come out, but that engineer capture is going to get shut down. This BTR is going to just go on a scouting run instead. See that he is just going through, making sure there's nothing interesting going on. Tier 3 coming out for... No, ooh. Looks like Jarkill moved out his M2, realizing that he does not have the eco to support tier 3. Gonna get another ref and then probably go to tier 3, but that is gonna slow him down. Not sure when exactly he canceled it, but he did cancel it. Medium tank, or I should say battle tank, rather. Gonna get the kill on that BTR, and now Legato is back to spamming Gunwalkers and Ravagers. Am I gonna see some Intruders coming out as well? Nope, just more Ravagers. This is a very anti-infantry, but he's up to 2 Warp Spheres, so maybe something more interesting coming out of here. And it is going to be an interloper, so he's going to get that armor advantage, which is nice. But Jarkill is, you know, he's fine with this. He's got Vulcans, he's got some rockets. That's not much of a threat for him. These Ravagers, if they get around the armor, it could be good, but again, kind of just also run to their death. Looks like Legato is just content to screen, make sure nothing sneakily is coming. It looks like he is probably going to build a power plant and a ref down here. Maybe he can just beat it with ref. Like, Legato signaling for something over there. Maybe there is, I don't know, War Factory, Tesla's coming out for HOD as well. Both these guys being pretty passive on this right side, a little bit more aggressive from the left, but mostly just scouting. Legato is aggressively taking the field, and then Piper is just kind of sitting back a little bit more, scouting with his Humvee, which is, I think, finally gone. Ooh, mobile sensor array, that'll be nice. Get that extra vision buff, get those GPS targets on those vehicles in that range. Ooh, and he has picked not search and destroy. What is it? Bombardment, I think, is the offensive one. Vulcans poking out a little bit. Legato not too scared, but those intruders could be very vulnerable if he saw them. So he does keep them in the waiting wing, as they say. Legato, Piper rather, moving out to a second expansion, and HOD's gonna be okay. He's got this extra expansion up here, and he did take this one forward, so I think it's more gonna be Jarkill is gonna be hurt on an eco wise. Legato has plenty of eco. This one, I'm not sure why he's harvesting with that harvester over there. That's kind of weird. Maybe he's just trying to steal from Piper, or but here we go. We're gonna have a big engagement here. Unfortunately, those intruders right out in front getting wasted by the Vulcans, and those Ravagers not finding anything good. I did hear a commando somewhere, but I don't think it's in this fight. Legato gonna lose a harvester here. Gonna lose another intruder. There's a jump jet out. Ooh, and a mobile MPV. This could be really good if it goes in at the right time. I think it's gonna be a great time. Oh, yes, does get it off. That goes 4 tanks down. That's pretty important. Without that armor moving, these guys are gonna get collapsed upon a little bit. Man, those brutes are so tanky. Now Legato's coming in, or Piper's coming in from the top. These guys are going to get surrounded. MCV support too, though. Oh, and the commando is in this fight. That is going to make a huge difference, actually. I think they still have enough to take this, but they're losing a lot of infantry to this commando. Jetic mutation bomb coming in as well. We're going to see some brutalizers, which few people have actually probably seen. Commando rotates to the backside and gets an C4 off of there. Mutation bomb misses everything, unfortunately. But man, how are these guys still managed to push? That commando is still alive and up to tier 2 as well, which is kind of crazy. Did not expect that. And there is a commando out for Legato, that mastermind. Getting this Tesla trooper, that is nice. And Spark pushing people back for now. Did I miss anything else over here? I feel like I'm hearing something. I'm not sure what that was. Disruptor pushing in, or rather trying to retreat, but HOD pushing back. Disruptor's much more anti-infantry than anything. Do have that nice little suppression though, and you can see that, yeah, they quickly burn down a lot of that infantry. Odd is gonna get pushed back out here, just with these Devourers and the Mastermind here as well. Oh, and a commando coming out for Hyper as well, but unfortunately, Gatling BTRs quickly deal with him. And just a little bit left. BTR going down. Oh, can he get it? He does get it before the Mastermind gets killed. That is nice. Yeah. Looks like Jarkill managing to secure this away from Legato is good, but unfortunately for him, Legato has a lot of extra, like, refineries. Probably can be able to place another ref there. So this is just, like, barely within range to get all 3 of those, so I guess it's not a terrible position, but it does kind of forfeit this. Good call on Jarkill, recognizing that and pushing forward and kind of securing that for himself. Mind Sparks coming out here because they last for a pretty long time. Pretty much a free ability, might as well use it. Warthog from Hyper not doing good. And Zone Defender's here, so he has gone for, I cannot remember what it's called. Can I see what it's called? Yes, I can. It's called Hold the Line, and it was Bombardment. So more armor versus firepower for Hyper. I think Hyper wants that firepower because I think Iron Mams are still pretty good in this patch. These Mind Sparks do not that much damage to buildings, but I mean, hey, they're free. Buildings can't shoot at them. Might as well just use them constantly. Some Leechers coming out now as well. Both these players just kind of controlling the middle. Hyper also kind of rotating over here, but he is much more of like a tier 3 army, whereas a lot of zone defenders here and a lot of Vulcans. It's basically the same thing he normally does with Talon, except for it's zone defenders instead of zone raiders. Rotating away, probably going to get these harvesters because they are off in the middle of no man's land. That's going to hurt his eco definitely a little bit, but I'm not sure how Legato can deal with this. He needs some air units. I know he doesn't want air units because there's Vulcans, but I feel like when you got that many zone defenders, a bunch of Storm Riders will just clear it up pretty good. Decent Warthog run there. It gets a lot of infantry, but now it looks like we've reached another stalemate. Oh, we got the Atomizer coming out. I think that is a collector exclusive unit. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen them. More Mind Sparks coming out, because why not? If you can catch that Commando, that would be great. That Commando is in a vulnerable position. And you can see these Atomizers are pretty good when they just get on top. It slows down those Harvesters. He does not need a push in here, but he is going to, just as another HT comes out. Yeah, that is... ugh. Gonna lose 2 Leeches there for basically free. And now, both these guys coming in. I hear Yuri coming out as well, so... it's gonna be a pretty big engagement here. Ooh, this Leecher Orb might actually recover. I'm not sure what was in there, but it did kill the refinery, which is nice. I think it is Boris. I think, yeah, it's gotta be Boris over in the Halo. So classic COD shenanigans. Mammoth coming out. I'm not sure if that is the right move, honestly. I think you'd rather see something else. No, we're gonna see a Disruptor drop as well, because why not? Oh, Legato did come over here. Maybe with the Blinks packs, that's how he got in. But he is gonna clean up a bunch of stuff there. I'm not sure what else was there, but did get the rest, which is nice. Ooh, but we have a vetted up Commando, not quite elite yet. Now he's trying to push in here. There's just so much infantry for Legato. I don't think he wants this. Oh, and his Mastermind getting caught out. Oh, and does go down. That is unfortunate. There's a lot of stuff coming in here. Suzuki's as well, and I do see this Boris back here. I'll try to keep an eye on it if I can. Oh, I'm not sure who's going to win this. I think this Gentrification Bomb is going to be pretty good and make the difference here. There's a lot of stuff on this right side. Interceptors coming around. There's just so much going on. Yuri in there selling the ref. That's how it was going. It was not Boris. But I don't think Legato can stand this. I think, once again, Hot is going to win, and this time Gerard is going to win. Hyper is just kind of out of here. I think he's got the Disruptor somewhere. Maybe it's just chilling there. There's a Tesla coil, so he can't even deploy it. And that is an elite Commando. Man, that is going to be brutal to deal with. Getting constantly attacked by these Atomizers, which is good, but there is the GG. That was a pretty quick game, but yeah, just not enough going on there for Hyper and Legato. Jarkill making a great decision to take this away from him, and then, yeah, just big push there at the end. Everything going right. So much going back here with Yuri that unfortunately I was missing, but Yuri was definitely making a huge difference there as well. So that is going to be Hod taking 2, and Jarkill getting his first win. We'll be back with game 2 in just a second. And by game 2, I mean game 2 for this day, because obviously this is game 3. This time it is going to be Jarkill and Legato. We have Collector 73 and Zocom again, and then we have Allies and Soviets. It's going to be England and Iraq for Hyper and Hod, respectively. No racks. I'm going to try a Darkener Leecher. Okay, I like where this is going. We're already off to a fantastic start. We are on Heated Hostility. I think this is a ladder map. Not the biggest fan, honestly. I feel like it just ends too quickly. I feel like you kind of push here, you push here, and there's, you know, blue tib in the middle, which is kind of rare, and gems on this map, which is even more rare. But I just feel like it's not a whole lot going on this map. Like, kind of ends very quickly, especially with all these old Erics in the middle. It's kind of interesting that he is going no racks on this. That is going to give Jarkill a lot of trouble if these guys push really hard with both infantry, which it looks like they are doing. So they're going to clean up a lot of these old Erics, and it's going to be a huge early game advantage. Got a weird, like, 6-mine start, but, like, your harvesters just want to go all over the place because of it. Oh, and putting down a ref on those gems, I am not sure that is worth it. I feel like in TD, maybe, because of, like, the scale of which you build stuff. Maybe in Combined Arms it might be worth it. I don't know. Gems always seem to be a trap when they're in that thing. Might as well just get all this good tip first, and then just send a harvester a long distance mine, and then drop off as you expand over. 2 engineers out for Hod. Rotating back here to make sure there's nothing. Probably can take this third one pretty easily as well. And that's the same thing for Hyper up here, taking this one. Gonna see that there's nothing there. He might just go down and kill that oil derrick if he wants to. I mean, he might as well make sure he gets his engineer in first. Probably should have had a rifle there just in case, but he will be okay. Oh, and yep, okay. I thought he was not going in at first. Made that mistake before. But now, Legato with that quick warp sphere is going to get something out, and I think it's going to be a gunwalker first. No, it's going to be a harvester, so he's not going to be able to push back these infantry. That is unfortunate. Both these guys going double ref, obviously, because that makes the most sense. And Hyper, or Darkhill rather, forced to go double ref. Gonna try to build an engineer over here, and I think he's going to get away with it unless Hod gets these guys there first, but it should be fine with those extra support of rifles. Hyper, I think he's making a great decision here to do an early scout. Hasn't seen anything from Legato, so got to be having suspicion going on. And what is this ref placement over here? I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe move him, build here, and then here. Does see that there is a warp sphere. I think that's all he saw. That is a lot. Seeing that ref there would throw me off. I'm not sure what I would do. Oh, and he's actually going to steal away Hod's oil derrick. That is an interesting play. He's not going to get the refund on that, but he is going to deny Hod that extra income. Probably not a bad idea. Flamethrower coming out for Hod as well. And already moving the MCV. Did crush the fence, so they did hear something, but don't know it's an MCV necessarily. And there is the tier 2 from Legato, so we're going to see those leechers coming out rather shortly. But Hyper is following this up with a ranger. Going to get a decent scout this time, I think. You can see there is a barracks from Darkhill. Sees the war factory, sees the tier 2, and sees the Venice power plant coming down, so that is going to tell him a lot of information. I think this ranger has definitely served its purpose. Hyper and Hod should be kind of preparing for that, maybe thinking about tier 2 quickly. Looks like Hyper's also pushed out his MCV, so both these players expanding. Darkhill not quite expanding just yet, which is what you expect. Oh, and that engineer does go in. He's got an extra one there too. Not sure where it's going to go. In hospital, honestly, probably not a bad idea. You get that free medic. Get it, that medic like basically building for free on cooldown. Still coming in back here with this ranger. I think Hyper was really good with that last game as well. Fortunately, it did not net him the win, but sometimes scouting is not enough to get you the win. Does see advanced power plant coming down and then lose the ranger, but I think it has served its purpose. Some sort of upgrade being purchased right there. Can't quite see what it is, but I can look over here. It's going to be Vulcan, because why wouldn't it be Vulcan? Vulcans are such a staple of GDI gameplay. He thought about it. Not sure what he's thought about exactly. I think these guys were in voice chat as well, which would probably make sense. Spot Legato long distance mining in place. Yeah, that could be a fun, creative way to deal with those harvesters. It's kind of weird that he is long distance mining there. I feel like he's going to have to expand pretty shortly, but he might just try and be rushing it up to something. Getting another ref down right here, I guess. There's still a lot of tip there, but not expanding is going to be a problem. I think that engineer did get shut down too, which is nice. Hyper going to clean up this early engagement from Darkhill. I don't think this is going to go very well. I think Hod is poised to not have lost a single game in this grab bag, which is pretty cool. And unfortunately, Hyper, well, I guess Legato 1-2, Hyper's 1-0, Darkhill's 1-1. So if Hyper loses this one, you know, he might be the weak link here, which I don't think that's the case at all. I think these guys are all pretty evenly skilled. Storm Column killing that one rifle scout. Tier 3 up for Darkhill. He is going to try to expand, but where's he expand to? I mean, I guess he has this pretty safe expansion, but I mean, if Hod really wanted to, hadn't exposed his armor right there, he could have an easy trap set. That said, Hod is up to tier 2. What has he got cooking in the kitchen? Just another barracks for now, so he's going to get more infantry production. And then that advanced sensor array coming out for Hyper, seeing so much value. You can see, just see all that extra stuff. Might actually see this MCV movie now. Yes, he does. And you see that there's an army there just a little bit before it dies. Legato seeing that there is a ranger there, pinged it. And there is Darkhill's commander out because he hears tier 3, because why not? I did hear something load up. I'm not sure where it was exactly. Was it here? Nope. Was it... Nope. Was it here? Nope. Nope. Someone loaded up somewhere. Ah, there it is. There's the thieves in an APC. Okay. MiG out as well. That could be pretty good, although not against the Vulcans. Exosuits coming down as well. I don't think you can just build those. Maybe you can. 2 of them. Not sure. Nice little storm tower with those concrete walls. Don't underestimate the concrete walls behind a defense like this. It just makes them that much more effective. Yes, there is blue in these corners. You probably want to get that sooner rather than later, especially if your hyper battle lab coming out, or rather Allied HQ as it is called in Combined Arms. So that is like a different tier 3 tech for allies, get you different unlocks than the tech center does, but no Tanya from the Allied HQ, I'm pretty sure, unless they've changed that, which they could have. So many leeches coming out here for Legato. So this is either going to work in spectacular fashion or it's going to absolutely fail. I am not sure. But both these guys, once again, being very passive, just teching out some rad troopers out, probably transition into decelerators sometime soon. Oh, and it looks like you, oh, maybe I just missed that there was here, this was here. So he was, got both those out, or maybe you can build Tanya from an Allied HQ, I'm not sure. But she is going to go straight into IFE to make commandos, IFE, why not give her that hard armor when you can. That is definitely going to shut down this leecher play. But Tanya probably not good against this leecher play too. Chrono Harvester is being researched as well, so his economy is going to skyrocket here in just a second. That is always super nice. And oh my god, there's so many leechers. Finally some atomiters coming out to help. So he's got anti-tank and he's got anti-infantry, but unfortunately leechers are not turreted, so they have to stand and shoot, which makes them a little bit weak on that kiting front. Not sure what he is pinging for. Maybe he just wanted to move those rangers. He's going to protect his harvesters. Where did that APC go? It is sitting in the back here with the thieves. I mean, yeah, now's a good time to deploy. I think he could totally snag a harvester or two if he really wanted to, but I think he just kind of forgot about it for now. Meanwhile, we have a Zeus artillery, so we saw a Greece allegiance or coalition from Hyper. Cannot remember what exactly Greece gets besides the artillery. Helios bomb, so blinds people, and the hoplite, which replaces the enforcer. Makes it just a little bit better. Here's something dying somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Here Yak shooting at something, killing a jump jet trooper. I'm not sure if jump jet troopers can shoot air, but that'd be pretty interesting. Peacemaker out for Hyper as well. That's big anti-armor. This was actually a great spot if he sees it, but I don't think he has quite seen it. But I think Hyper honestly has a good composition against this. He just needs to deal with these leechers and he should be okay. But the Darkeners are going to be a little bit of a problem. Peacemaker will be good against Darkeners if he can get on top of them. There's no anti-air currently for Gato, so this could be good. Jarkill has just been allowed to get up to tier 4 right now. It's always crazy. Iron Ken uplink is out as well, so we might see some superpowers coming in at some point in this game. That oil derrick is going to go down. Oh, and a mobile gap generator shroud. That is super annoying to deal with. Oh, and some rocket IFEs getting these long distance miner. That is good for him. That harvester going down with the cry rockets, making these harvesters so hard to deal with. He actually is probably going to lose this harvester as well. You can see like 2 bursts and it's down 4 total attacks, and that is a dead harvester. He's going to lose a 3rd one as well, and a 4th one if he is not careful. And this APC is still sitting in the back. Oh, looks like a refinery did go down there. Oh, because it was, he is gone for Malefic, so he gets that Athenemo, which does an insane amount of damage in a lot of time. And I did like that he had advanced coalescence, so that leecher did come back when it died, but he did kill it eventually. I don't think that is going to do enough to Hyper. I think he is in still a great position here, and I think Pod is also in a great position here. There is a quite diverse army here, and there is a commando, but that is a lot of rad troopers to deal with. I'm not sure who's going to win this. Depends on if this commando gets sniped, and the commando does get sniped. We see the, I cannot remember what it's called, but it slows down your units from screen. But it does not matter. Hod is going to roll roughshod over this attack. Those rad troopers just being the perfect answer to this composition. I feel like that MCV is going to go down. Same while there is an attack over here, but the armor is not in front. But that is a lot of stuff going down for our Hyper. But Legato is still looking strong. He's going to lose all these leeches out, and I think that is going to be the problem, because he really needs to keep those alive. Darkener getting caught, so basically Legato's tactic is getting used against him with that Cryo. And I'm not sure where the IFEs went, but they went to go down. Oh, here comes the thieves. He is going to get the long distance mining. Looks like they have been prepared for this. There's also there as well. Can he get this one? I'm not sure, but he can get these 3, that's for sure, unless they get crushed. But there is 1 harvester down, 2 harvester down. No, wait, yes, no, yes. Legato trying to run that one away, but I think the thieves are actually faster. And he was going to go back in instead. What is going on over here? I'm not sure. Ooh, man, that Zeus artillery has such insane range. And Legato trying to come back in here, but that gap generator just shutting everything down. Don't see this going. Peacekeepers coming in, not getting any targets just yet. Gets a few bombs off. Takes off both those Darkeners. I think that is going to be it. Yes, Legato has called it quits. Kind of a little bit of a mean game there, but it is still pretty entertaining for me nonetheless. So, yes, Hod going undefeated. I crown you the champion of this little grab bag. Congratulations, sir. Hyper taking respectable, tied for second, I think, since everybody else 1-1. I think Legato 1-2? Not sure. I'd have to check, which you guys will probably see up here in this corner, which I realize it's not a good idea to put it over here because there's a lot of stats and stuff, but that is going to be it for this week, and I'll see y'all next time.